It is my pleasure to be joined in our Shanghai studio by Mrs. Olatokunbo Ige, president of Togo Mall, a platform offering exclusively made-in-Togo products. Mrs. Ige, welcome to CGTN.
Thank you very much.
First things first, congratulations on having a successful Togo Day at the CIIE. I heard the coffee went fast, the chocolate went fast.
Yes, they did.
What other highlights can you show us in our studio today?
Well, you know, we had a great time today. We had quite a few people show up. We had a lot of music, we had a lot of dancing, but we actually had more interaction with some potential business partners from China. A lot of discussions went on there, and we did have a fashion show to show some of what we make in Togo, like what I'm wearing.
Beautiful outfit.
Yes, and it's from material like this, which is hand woven. Most of the weavers are actually women. There's 25,000 weavers in Togo, all weaving different types of the local material, and so we brought some of them. Also, we had on display our shea butter, which is one of the products that we really would like to promote in China. We had, of course, as you said, the coffee and the cocoa and the chocolate. They went very fast, and that's something of great importance for us. Yeah.
I'm very pleased to hear that you said you had potential, you build ties with potential business partners here in China, and that's what the CIIE is all about, a platform that connects people, that connects businesses. This is your second time at the CIIE. Talk to us about what you have observed that the CIIE can do in terms of bridging businesses and bridging people.
I think the CIIE is a good opportunity, and I think the objectives of opening up China to the global south is very, very commendable. Some of the experiences we had as a group, because we as a group came under the Togolese Chamber of Commerce. And what we realized was that we had opportunity not just to meet with potential partners, but we also saw different products from other countries. So it wasn't just between us and the Chinese, it was also between us and other people. So it's a good networking platform. Discussing with some of the potential Chinese partners, we realized they're very interested in our coffee, in our cocoa, and we realized also that we need to understand a bit better how the system works, what are the regulations, what are the conditions under which importing and exporting can be done. And it's important for us to be able to develop an interesting symbiosis between governments, but also between private sector. So the mix of government opening up, private sector stepping in, chambers of commerce talking to each other, and then SMEs from our parts of the world being able to have access. I think it's a great experience.
I think it's very important for people to know, because when they hear about what's going on at the CIIE fashion show, food tasting, that's the fun part and that's the pleasure part. But at the end of the day, people do come down to business, like you say, smelling out business opportunities, building potential ties with partners. I do want to talk to you about China and Togo relations. Obviously, China has been strengthening cooperation with Africa countries, including Togo, under the Belt and Road framework. What opportunities do you think such frameworks can create for Togolese enterprises in the process?
I think opening up the market to our products will be fantastic. And I think building a symbiotic relationship. Yesterday, for example, I recall we went down for one of the side shows that were taking place there, and we met with a big retailing company which said to us, if you are able to come to us with a good, we can see your products, we like them, but we need to have sort of backing from our governments and from our own institutions so that the relationship and the agreement that has been signed can be brought into play. So it takes us away from individuals showing up in every country, but the countries beginning a relationship that is actually more country to country. I think that's going to be more interesting for us. We've also learned a lot. We've learned a lot from listening. We've learned a lot from asking questions. We've learned a lot from sharing our own experiences. For me, I think that's what needs to continue. And I believe that the CIIE is going to continue to be a platform that brings people together, not, as I said, not just bilaterally, but actually multilaterally. And I think that's actually what we need now in this world.
I know this is only your second year, but this is a really good year. Packed halls everywhere.
Everywhere.
Really wonderful vibes. A lot of business deals being made in the process. I trust you will come back next year.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. We're going to be back next year, definitely. I guess I'm going to be back next year, definitely. And again, what is interesting is that it's been a learning process. I repeat that. Because for us, we came in last year and we were wondering, how do we actually benefit from this? We went back home, did our homework, came back again this year, and now we're already thinking about next year. And we are hoping that by next year, we will have something to showcase, some agreement that actually materializes into importing into China some of our products, most likely our coffee.
Might I suggest more coffee, more cocoa, more chocolate next year?
Okay.
Mrs. Ige, we appreciate your time and your analysis. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful having you here.
Thank you.